Welcome to this deep dive. Today, let's forget the really rigid grammar rules you might have wrestled with. We're jumping straight into how people actually sound natural, confident when they're speaking English every day.
That's right, because knowing all the verb tenses, well, that's one thing, but sounding like you're effortlessly connecting in a conversation, that often comes down to using these language shortcuts native speakers use, like all the time.
And we've got a great source guiding us today. It feels like finding a map to the essential everyday English phrases. Think of it as a really practical handbook for sounding fluent.
Yeah, exactly. And our mission here is basically to pull out the most useful bits from it, those specific phrases that can, smooth out your communication, make you sound more comfortable, and help you bypass those sometimes awkward literal translations from your first language. No jargon, just practical language.
Okay, right. Let's open this up then. It highlights that these aren't always like formal idioms you have to memorize. Often they're just combinations of words that naturally stick together. They carry a specific meaning. It's about chunks of language, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what this guide really emphasizes is efficiency. Using these phrases lets you express fairly complex ideas, but quickly. So instead of maybe constructing, I am slightly sick, which you might translate literally.
Right, which sounds a bit stiff.
Exactly. A native speaker would almost always just use a phrase like, under the weather. It's faster, and everyone gets it immediately.
It really cuts through, doesn't it? So this source, it's put together a list. It calls out 10 phrases they see as pretty fundamental. Let's maybe explore a few.
Sure. Kicking us off, one you often hear just before someone goes on stage or something. Break a leg.
Yes, the classic. And it points out here, it just means good luck. Really
Yeah.
common before a test, a presentation, or yeah, like you said, a performance. You might say, big presentation today, break a leg.
Okay, next one. When you have to face something difficult, maybe unpleasant, but head on, bite the bullet.
Right. This guide explains it's about confronting a tough situation with courage, mostly because you have to. The example they use is perfect. The project deadline is tight, the work is hard, but we just have to bite the bullet and get it done. Really captures that feeling of toughing it out.
Mm-hmm. Then there's that phrase for when someone you were just talking about suddenly shows up, speak of the devil.
Slightly faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one pops up all the time. It's that little moment of surprise when the subject of your chat walks in. Like we were just talking about Sarah. Oh, speak of the devil, here she is. And it notes here, it's usually pretty lighthearted.
Definitely. Okay, for leaving somewhere, an informal but really common one is hit the road.
Simple, direct. Signals you're leaving. It's getting late, we should probably hit the road. Or even planning a trip. We need to hit the road early tomorrow to avoid traffic. Very useful.
What about those moments of hesitation or maybe losing your courage about something?
The source uses get cold feet. It really captures that feeling when you suddenly lose your nerve about something you planned. Like he was going to ask for a raise, but he got cold feet right at the last minute.
Happens to the best of us. Okay, how about something that happens very rarely? This guide offers once in a blue moon.
Yeah, it paints such a vivid picture of things that don't happen often. Getting my whole family together for dinner, that happens once in a blue moon. It's much more descriptive than just saying seldom, isn't it?
Definitely. Another playful one, pulling someone's leg.
Yes. This is defined here as teasing or joking with someone. Like, wait, did you really win the lottery? Oh, you're just pulling my leg. It's that lighthearted deception just for fun.
And circling back to that one for feeling unwell, under the weather.
Right. The guy highlights this as a go-to kind of polite way to say you're feeling a bit sick without needing to be too specific or, dramatic. I woke up feeling a bit under the weather, so I think I'll rest today. Simple.
And finally, maybe for students facing exams or anyone needing to prepare seriously, hit the books.
Yeah, this guy tells us it just means study hard. I have a big test tomorrow, so I really need to hit the books tonight if I want to pass. Direct. Easily understood, especially among students.
The power these phrases hold, as this source really shows, isn't just in their individual meanings, is it? It's how they collectively make your English sound, well, more effortless, more connected. They help you bypass that step of literal translation and tap right into these ready-made language patterns that native speakers use constantly.
Exactly. Learning these isn't really about memorizing grammar rules in the same way. It's more like acquiring these handy linguistic tools that instantly make your communication feel smoother and you feel more confident using them.
Yeah, and this guide really encourages you, the listener, to start listening out for them. Pay attention to how and when you hear native speakers drop these phrases into conversation naturally.
And then, honestly, just start trying them out. Pick one or two you heard today that kind of resonated with you. Find a chance to use them. The more you practice, the more naturally they'll become part of your own English toolkit.
That really makes you think, doesn't it? How might integrating just a few of these small linguistic units, these common phrases, fundamentally shift things? Not just the words you use, but actually change how easily and confidently you connect with others in English. Which phrase from our dive today might you try using first?